Cool. Hello and welcome to another episode of Don't Tell My Wife podcast. Here again, another week,
Another episode.
another guests, or let's say guests.
Yeah, man.
August is the month of guests.
Come on.
Get me, every week we've had a guest shot, so please be praying for us that more guests will
Trying,
come.
man.
We're trying, man. We're
But
trying.
got big guests this week.
Yeah.
Big guests.
Oh,
Obviously, I've been listening to you guys for a long time, like literally
Love,
since
man.
we started. So,
Love.
nah, man, thank you guys for coming down. I
No,
really
no worries,
appreciate
man.
it,
Love for
man.
reaching out.
But yeah, man, introduce yourselves, man.
Kyle, you know, went straight in there.
Let's get it, man. So, man,
What's going on? It's E, man.
come on.
E, man.
The Shea Shakes, but
Come on.
Shea
Yeah.
more time.
Yeah, and send off.
Come on.
Yeah,
Thank
man.
you guys, man. Obviously, you guys, I'm sure you guys know who these guys are. Bible Babes and Banter. Appreciate you, man. You guys are
Nah, no
cold,
problem,
man.
no problem,
Yeah,
no problem,
man.
no problem.
Trying, man.
Thank you.
We thank God, we thank
Cold,
God.
man.
What happened?
We're trying.
How was you guys this week?
Yeah, not bad, man.
Mhm.
We just normal, just work, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Work,
man.
Really. But to be fair, the weeks have been going quite quick.
Yeah.
To be fair.
To be fair, the weeks been going kind of quick for me
Yeah,
still.
yeah.
So yeah, this week was alright, man.
Is it? Okay, cool.
Yeah,
What
it's
about
mad
you,
busy
bro?
for me still.
Yeah. Is it?
Yeah, it's a lot going on, man. You know how it
Yeah.
work gets, man. So
Yeah.
yeah, but we thankful, man.
Nah, I
Yeah.
hear it, man.
Yeah.
What about you?
Fam, just planning. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
Work,
because it's
calm,
soon, isn't it?
but planning is another
Yeah.
thing, fam. That's work after
Yeah.
work. You know what I'm
How,
trying to
how
say?
do you
Yeah.
find working when you're basically working to pay off the wedding?
Bro, it's hype.
It's long.
I always say, yeah, bro. You want me to chill on this one, yeah?
No,
Really?
no,
Yeah,
go,
yeah,
go,
yeah,
go,
yeah,
go,
yeah,
go,
yeah.
go.
But I always say, yeah, that the wedding planning is work after work, fam.
Yeah.
And I tell my missus all the time, my money is the wedding. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Anytime you want to go Novikov now, listen, you're like, alright, I'm like, fam, what table's not gonna have decorations? You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
What table's not gonna have decor, fam?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
But yeah, man, we're moving, man. Thank God, innit? We thank God that there's a means to
Exactly.
pay for
yeah,
things.
yeah,
you get me?
yeah,
Man's
yeah,
grateful anyway, so
Exactly.
you move.
What about you,
For
bro?
real, fam.
Yeah, no, my week was good still.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's just work, man. Who really wants to work? Who
Yeah.
really wants to work? But
I hear it.
hey, man, as long as it pays the bills,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
it, really.
Yeah, you know what I
No
mean?
cap,
There.
Matters, man.
Yeah, no cap.
Yeah.
But let's get into it with a song of the week.
Wait, how was your
No,
week?
but
Yeah,
you
real.
know.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. My week was alright. I can't complain, man.
Yeah,
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 just
yeah.
same old, man. Just working that. So,
Yeah.
Are you lot in the office in that?
couple days a week.
Kai.
I'm 2 days a week, but I
Couldn't
haven't been in this month.
Okay. They're not onto you.
Nah, it's been. Don't worry. I'm back in September, so they'll
Okay,
see me in
okay,
it. Yeah.
okay.
But I kind of have to be in I do property, so
Okay.
Okay.
I'm always out and about and stuff. So
Okay,
I kind of
cool,
have to
cool,
be.
cool.
Oh,
Yeah, I
yeah.
work from home like twice a week max.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fairs.
What about you guys?
Yeah,
What
same.
do
So twice
Is
a
it?
week at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 days in the office still.
I heard
Yeah.
that.
That 3 days is long, man.
I know, bro.
Is your office like
Yeah,
central?
Yeah,
Is it
central
London?
still, so it's not
Yeah.
bad.
Can't lie, man. I might have to reduce my office days though.
Yeah,
Get-
2 days
get-
is-
So I can't,
Yeah.
if you can reduce it, bro, I'd Garrow reduce it. If there's an
Bro.
opportunity to reduce it, bro.
Every day I'm spending like £30, bro. A
Every day?
Yeah, bro.
You don't bring
£30?
for lunch?
Nah, man.
What?
Wait,
Wait,
£30 a day,
I
fam.
get lunch.
lunch.
No,
Every
no,
day
no,
on
no,
food.
no,
Lunch
no,
still.
no.
You
£20 train
Yeah.
and then like
£10
£10
food,
lunch.
okay.
Yeah.
you
Oh, boy.
man are going Farmer Joe's and that. You know, you're Farmer Joe's.
I would get a meal
You-
deal.
you-
I live
you-
far,
Farmer
bro.
Joe's, bro.
I live far. My training ticket's expensive, bro.
No,
I like to eat, 'cause
pound.
I used to do the meal deal thing, but now I'm
Yeah.
just like,
It's not enough.
Well, you want to enjoy your
Yeah,
food
let
at
me
home?
eat, bro.
I hear it. You have to say, Connie, but aye, Mildew's so crap.
Yeah.
Is it?
Aye, it's so crap.
You know, I've never had,
Yeah.
I've never had one before. You know, I don't eat
You've never had a
sandwiches
meal
like that.
deal?
I don't eat sandwiches.
Is
stuff
it?
like that. Nah, it's not really my thing.
Allergic
Still.
to egg, innit?
I
Yeah.
swear down.
Yeah.
I hear that. Fair enough.
No,
Fair
I'm allergic
enough.
to egg.
Yeah, fam.
It's a bit rough.
Is it just
Hey, any of you
egg?
got in?
Nah.
That'd have been a different kind of
Are you guys all Nigerian, man?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Cool. But
You
yeah,
like Igbo
man,
though, innit?
I'm Igbo.
Yeah.
I need it.
I'm half Igbo, half
Half-
Rivers.
Okay.
Okay,
what about you
yeah,
guys?
yeah. I'm
I said
Yoruba.
rivers, you know?
Yoruba.
Like it's
Is
a
it?
set. Store.
Don't kill me,
Yeah.
man. But yeah, let's kick it off with a song of the week, man. So, what's your song of the week? Quickly, let's
I think
start off.
I think this week because of the guests, I think let them do the
Let
song.
them do. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Let's give it to the
like,
guest, man.
The playlist is overflowing.
Let's give it to the guest.
All right.
Start
I don't even
with you,
know
bro.
what I want to get the proper pronunciation of the artist, fam. It's a Ghanaian song still.
Okay.
What's his name? Quickly go to my on repeat.
So, hey, quick question: is it allowed to be secular?
Yeah.
Anything.
that?
It's
Is it
allowed
allowed
to-
to-
it's
No,
not
no,
like that.
because
There's got to
see
be.
you went, I was going to the archives and that.
Yeah.
Talking about song of the week. When was the last time you listened to it?
What are you talking about, bro? This is my on repeat, man. It's number 2 on my on repeat.
First,
Yeah,
first,
that's-
first.
nah, it's-
Yeah.
Our playlist is gospel,
It's
worship,
anything.
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 Yeah,
Yeah.
Alright, shall I start then? Right.
No, I got my one still. So it's King Paluta. It's called Asida. I don't even know if I'm
I've
pronouncing
never
it
heard
right.
of this guy. What kind of
What
music?
is it? Afrobeat.
It's
or-
It's Afrobeats, but it's got like the Ghanaian sort of twang and all of that
Hip
sort of
life,
stuff.
yeah.
But I love it. I like Ghanaian music best.
Is it?
So
Why
Where
is your
did you
your
say
fiance Ghanaian?
she's half still.
Oh,
That's
Ghanaian.
why. Don't kill me.
Loves
What
it
about,
still.
Yes.
nah, what about you, bro? What's your song of the week?
No, go on.
Oh, go on. Sorry, bro.
So Ashake, Stormzy, Suru.
Okay,
first.
nice. That's a good song.
Yeah,
Bro.
she's good.
Yeah. What do you think about Ashaka's album?
You know, it's grown on me still. Before when I
Yeah.
first heard it, but I thought it was pants. Like, I think I sent a voice note to my bedroom that ranting like I was angry. But after that 2
Couple
weeks,
listens, isn't it?
I was like, you know what it is? It's up, so I'll give it like a 7.
Yeah, I hear it.
You know
I
what I'm
think,
trying
I
to
think
say?
it just wasn't what we expected.
We
like,
expected,
yeah,
I expected like his first album kind of
It's
thing.
a
Yeah, I'll
different,
give
it's a
it a
different
7.
sort of vibe still.
But that's
Yeah.
mine still.
I hear that. What about you, bro?
To be fair, I was gonna say Ashake Active, yeah, just because I
Yeah.
like that. Why do?
Yeah, that song was cool
But
still.
we
I
added
mean,
that
it's
song,
peak.
bro.
Mhm.
We added
But-
it, man.
But I'm gonna say there's a song called "Saved One," yeah,
Mhm.
by Saint and Uninvited.
That's on your
Okay,
plane.
that's what he's playing.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
he's playing
yeah.
it quite away.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
that-
No,
you
no,
played
no.
yesterday?
Play
No,
that.
I played it.
Play that
I
in
played
the
it in the
crib.
yard.
Okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
Is that gospel?
Yeah, but it's like R&B.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can't lie. I've been looking for those kind of
Yeah,
music.
yeah,
now.
yeah.
I
proper.
need them
Alright.
kind of songs.
You, man, you got that
There's
play.
better,
You got
bro.
that.
Yeah,
play.
yeah, you might have to
Playlists
send it
as
to
well.
us.
You
Yeah,
lot,
yeah, still.
you lot, it's clean.
Yeah,
Is it?
sick, it's sick.
Yeah.
still.
Clean. Do you know what it is
Yeah.
as well? Yeah, it's like you know how you talk about like there's a real and there's a counterfeit of everything. Yeah,
Mhm.
bro, these lot have got a gift, fam. Do you get it?
Yeah,
They got a
yeah.
gift, so they're actually sick at music. You know,
Yeah.
back in the day, yeah. Like, I'm not trying to offend no one in it, but like when we used to listen to like kind of like let's say urban gospel music and that, like it was like no. There was some people that were sick.
listened to
Don't get
that,
to
man.
me.
were cold though.
Yeah,
Shout
yeah,
out.
Couple
yeah.
man were,
Cringe,
hey,
Shout out
couple man were,
A-Star, shout out A-Star,
thought it
still
was
cold.
couple man were clean.
I
Don't
heard
get
it.
twisted. Couple man were clean. I'm not saying they weren't,
Mm.
but like I could have done a little 16. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Like, it's like as long as you're doing it for the Lord, innit? It's
Yeah,
kind of like
yeah.
back in the day when it was like you don't need to be able to sing to join the choir and that.
Yeah, yeah.
Do
Nah,
you
but
get-
you do now, though.
But you
Gary
got
Vee
past that. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Like, so
Depends
it's
what
one of
church
them
you go
ones.
to, bro.
Some artists are holding that
Yeah,
back.
bro.
though.
Yeah.
They're not moving
Listen,
as well.
fam.
But yeah, so it's a saved one. Yeah,
Yeah.
listen, and I got a few of them still,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
but clean,
Yeah.
man. As
Is
in,
it?
like, you know, sometimes you're driving with your missus and that you want something clean
Like,
to listen
yeah,
to,
yeah.
easy. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
yeah, sweet still.
Because I can't, like, now that I've been trying to, like, listen to more gospel music,
Mm.
it's hard to find, like,
Yeah.
nice gospel music that's
Yeah.
not, like, worship or anything. Because
Yeah.
you're not always in the mood to listen to worship.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Yeah.
I did a post
Fully.
about that the other, not the other day. I say it the other day, a couple months ago, innit? Just
Yeah.
basically saying that right. There's not like, where is like the old. So you know, like people like you know about commission.
Mm-mm.
You know, like Fred Hammond.
Yeah.
They were in a group back in the day, innit?
Yeah.
Bro, the sort of music they used to make, yeah, it is actually it's so cold.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
so cold. And you know, like there's certain R&B artists, they will talk about commission
Yeah.
in terms of like these lot are like my goats and that. innit?
Is it?
Mm.
Yeah.
So I made a video in it. I was like, right, like, where's all of the gospel artists or the artists that are actually good
Mm.
and they just make Christian music?
Yeah,
innit?
Mm.
Then bare people made their comments or whatever. So I made like a playlist and that. And so I'll share. I'll share.
Yeah,
it.
no,
Yeah,
please.
yeah,
'cause,
yeah.
yeah.
Hen's got one as well.
Because
so.
back in the day, I was trying to listen to some like rap gospel kind of
Yeah.
music, but it's like they're just doing covers of like
Mm.
secular music. What do you guys think about that?
I don't
though?
hear that. I don't.
Like
What,
the
doing
cover
covers?
thing, yeah.
When you say covers,
like they'll
just-
make like
I
there
don't
was
feel
one
that.
where it was like a Kojo Funds song, and they done it to like a gospel song.
I don't.
It's a
really
bit
feel
rough,
that.
man. It's like,
But are they
you
using
know,
the beat or is it like
The beat,
a
the
cover?
melody,
Like,
bro.
yeah, nah, man.
I don't
Oh,
feel
man.
I hate that.
I'm
bro.
just
That
like,
one's
just be an
I
artist,
hate
innit?
that.
And make
It's-
music.
Yeah.
It's just bare Nikki to me, so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
like, it's
sneaky.
kinda
It's just bare
bro.
Nikki.
But the
That's,
thing
if
is,
it's
though,
the
yeah.
beat, yeah, itself, and you're on the beat, no,
I
fair
don't
play.
know. I
You
don't
can
think-
do your own thing
I
on the
don't
beat.
like that,
No,
man.
fair play.
I'm split, yeah, because you know back in the day, like you do like ciphers and that, so it's bare
Yeah.
different man spitting on the same beats.
Yeah.
Or it's like, you know, like even dancehall back in the day.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, like rhythms,
It's
rhythms.
yeah.
bare on the like
Yeah.
bare
Yeah,
different
yeah, yeah.
tunes for that one rhythm. Do you
Yeah,
know what I'm
yeah,
trying to say?
yeah.
So like sometimes I try and see it from that perspective, but if I'm being real,
But it's
more
not the flow
generally-
though. It's
Yeah,
just,
they
it's
don't
just the
copy what
rhythm.
they do,
Yeah,
though. It's just
get me?
instrumental, innit?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, what,
yeah.
you saying they copy the flow? and
Yeah,
all that?
they
yeah,
copy the
yeah,
melody,
yeah.
bro. And they just change it to like
See, that
gospel
one's a bit
lyrics.
corny
Yeah, I
still.
don't
Yeah,
really-
that's
I
what-
hate
That
it,
is very
bro.
corny.
It's
That's
corny,
what I
man.
Unless
struggle
it's like
with music.
the homage thing where they like kind of like
Like
you know
a
where they
1-2.
just they
I know what
like
you mean.
1-2 they copy
Yeah,
like
yeah.
1-2 flows, but then they still got their
Yeah,
own
their
style.
own
Do you get
pattern.
Hey,
it?
but listen, ride on though. Hey, that's what you like.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
of course,
yeah,
you
yeah.
bro, there's
Give it a clap.
Hey, in this day and
Hey,
age,
yeah.
there's a space for everything.
Fam,
I
get
hear
me.
it, man.
That's what you don't run with.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
feel free still.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
but obviously, yeah, we've been listening to you guys for a number of years since you guys started, and I've literally looked up to you guys in terms of like
Oh,
your walks
love,
with
love.
Christ, etc.
Love, love,
Yeah, you guys are very inspirational. But why I wanted to get you guys on is because you're about to get married.
Yeah.
You've just proposed and you're married. So like 3 of you guys are like different kind of stages in your relationship. So I kind of wanted to have a conversation on this journey with you guys. So before we start, we have a little thing on our episode saying, what did your wife do this week? So obviously with you, what did your fiancés do this week? And what did your wife do this week? So it could be calm, it could be bad, it could be good, it could be anything.
You came up with this. You came up with this.
I can't remember, bro.
I
I
think
think
it
it
was
was
You still
me.
sound like
I think it was you.
This was a little
yeah,
trouble.
but
Trust me, man.
Steve. And obviously, my wife listens. So obviously, if I say one thing,
Our first like couple of months, I can't lie, I was peaks.
Trouble with it.
We're getting in trouble
Bro.
still.
Even sometimes it was like, hey, should we continue doing this?
Right on, man.
Listen, bro.
Right on, man.
Trust me, I'm
Right
in
on.
trouble,
Yeah.
but listen.
Accountability.
It's for the people, innit? It's for the people, fam.
It'll be fine in 10 minutes.
You get me,
It's
man?
fine,
You take it out of that.
Wait, question though, on you guys' podcast, how like transparent are you like talking about like relationships and stuff, like your relationships?
Yeah,
You try to be as open as
Is it?
possible.
yeah, man.
you know.
Our thing is
Okay.
open, honest, transparent. You get me? You know what I'm trying to say? Like,
Yeah.
free the realness. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Obviously,
Certain things you get.
you save the details. You know what I'm trying to say?
of
But
course, of course.
more time, yeah, man.
Yeah.
We're open with it still.
And it'll never really
It's
be
helpful.
You'll never be for the sake of it as well.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah,
If we're
yeah.
speaking
Relevant.
around a certain topic or something like that, and it makes sense to reference certain
Okay,
things,
cool.
then
Yeah.
we'll get into
That's calm,
it.
man.
Yeah.
Cool. What did your women do this week, bro? What's that of you? Because you're closest.
Yeah.
It could
This
be good,
actually
it could
happened
be
kind of recently. Still,
Yeah.
it's not even like too bad, but you see, with food, I'm very like calm in it. Like, bro, I could eat rice and stew for a week.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? I don't
still.
really mind, innit? But her, she's very particular. So she'll be like, I had rice yesterday.
say-
I don't want to have rice today.
You say rice and stew for a week. Do you mean like 7 calendar days, or do you mean like 5?
Bro, a week, bro. I'm easy. I'm
do
easy,
that,
bro.
bro.
I'm
I could
easy.
do maybe
Rice,
spaghetti one day,
pasta,
rice
bro.
next day.
Bro, that's what I'm easy.
Let's be real, man. Variety is the spice of life, man.
Oh, bro.
You need to-
Is it?
I'm calm.
No, fair enough. Though. I know
Yeah,
your problem as well.
yeah.
To be fair, innit? But yeah, sometimes it's good to switch it.
I hear
No,
it.
but
though.
even, you know, rice and stew, you can add one
But it
day,
is-
one day do.
No.
One day salad.
But the point
The next day, give that.
The point is,
You have to-
rice and stew is the base, innit?
Yeah,
It's the
yeah,
foundation, innit?
Mm.
But then there can be a little something else there. Do you get me?
Yeah,
It
yeah,
doesn't
yeah,
have to, because what are you saying? Are you saying morning, noon, and night?
Not tomorrow.
No, not
Bro,
the same day.
bro.
Like,
Morning,
I can have dinner.
I said
Like, I can have
morning,
for
bro.
dinner every day.
Yeah, I can't
Yeah,
have
but
something
exactly.
like
But that's
that.
1 meal a day, though.
Yeah, but I mean, when I'm saying I
mean
can't
lunch
have every day,
and
I don't mean lunch, dinner, whatever. I
That's
can eat at
excessive,
like, bro.
bro.
I break. I do obviously intermittent fasting, innit? So I can break at like, depending on when I break the day before, I can finish at like 3 or something like that. And I can have rice and
well,
stew. Yeah,
yes,
so I don't even eat
yes.
breakfast.
Yeah.
Yeah,
same.
Can you not eat rice for breakfast?
Nah,
I can't
man.
lie, I have though.
That is the girl.
It's food,
Bro.
bro.
No,
But the thing is, but many don't know what is
It's
6
food,
a.m.
man.
I
See,
don't
more
like
time,
food,
more time
bro.
I don't have breakfast, I have brunch.
Yeah.
So it's like, man's eating it kind of like 11:30ish.
Yeah, that's calm.
That's right.
No,
That's right territory, bro.
That's
That's right territory, bro.
Nah, man.
11
So let's
breakfast, bro. It's
say,
hot, bro.
let's
Breakfast,
say, let's
bro,
say you
breakfast
had a
8
party.
a.m.
Yeah, go on, bro. Let's say you just come from a party, you got takeaway pack.
Yeah.
You wake up next day, you won't go down. You don't.
Why
you
would
don't
you
go
eat?
down and like
What, at 10 a.m. you eat rice?
No,
Not 10 a.m. 10 a.m. is
What? 10 a.m.
shit.
I was not eating rice.
From the night before, though.
I was not eating rice at 10 a.m.
Bro, you
I
eat
was
before
not-
Riro.
I was not eating rice or anything like that at 10 a.m.
Nah, fair
No, we won't eat. 10 a.m. is too early, innit? 11:30 is calm. 11:30.
Bro, I won't bang at 11:30.
Anytime before the
I
PM
won't bang at 11:30.
Yeah,
is
not
right
since I've been married though. My wife, she don't have that stuff.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, she'll get on to me.
Oh,
What is
fantastic.
it?
She likes
What is
rice.
it?
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't be able to eat rice in the morning.
Okay.
Thank
Yeah.
God for no
she'll
shit.
get-
Yeah, she'll get-
Because, bro, good.
Yeah, she'd be fat shaming me.
Animal.
Bro, she'd be like, this time, like. There we go. But yeah,
But
go on,
yeah,
son.
so I was on my way to her the other day, innit? And then she was ordering food. She's like, like, what do you want? And I was like, bro, basically, you choose what you want, innit? Because I don't mind from whatever, innit? And I know you mind.
Yeah,
She's like, oh, no, choose what you want or whatever, innit?
yeah.
Bro, like, we're going back and forth for some time now. Ended up finding somewhere. And then she's done the whole thing where she's like, nah, I don't want rice today. But before we've gotten into it, the reason why I've said you choose is because I know you're definitely going to say,
Yeah.
I don't want something today.
So you choose. isn't it?
15-minute back and forth. At the end of the day, she's gonna say that I don't want the rest of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's it.
That
Still.
reminds me of that meme. You know that meme where it's like when you're eating by yourself in the car and it's like you spent like £10 and no arguments.
Oh, bro, listen.
Hey, laugh, man.
Wait, have you sat in the car and ate before you go into the house before?
Nah, that's crazy.
You think it's crazy?
Nah, do you know what it is? Listen, me and my missus, we're like, listen, we are ourselves, fam. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So like,
yeah.
it's kind of like, if I've made a mistake of buying food and I didn't know she was at home and she's at home, bro, I bought food, I didn't know you was at home. Innit?
Yeah.
Obviously, I'll give you some and that. Like, I would never eat in the car and that.
No,
I just
it's
get in the
okay.
house. I've never been outside my house and eaten in the car before.
That's too flames,
before.
though.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
No, I
Is
saw
it?
a
Is it?
video of us
That's
guys
crazy.
on Insta. The guy's having a buffet, wings, chips,
that's
the
mad
sauces
still.
were in the middle.
No,
Nah,
you
nah,
put
nah,
it.
that's
That
That is
What, have you never done that?
No,
Okay,
no.
you know what?
I
Yeah.
think that is crazy.
Wait. I'm like, bought food on the way home.
On the way home, I've done
So
that.
I'm eating it in the car.
Yeah,
When I
yeah,
get home.
yeah.
Okay,
That's
yeah,
normal.
yeah,
I
yeah.
know she's at home though.
Did you ask her?
But you're on transit.
You didn't ask where she went? You went
Nah,
that.
Not every
yeah,
day,
yeah.
sometimes.
It's crazy, right?
I just want to quick
Bro, that's normal. Yeah, quick chop, man. That's
Yeah,
normal,
Say
man.
you got
That's normal.
McDonald's, just use £7. Then if it's your wife and
Yeah,
child,
and
it
child.
goes up
It's
to
25.
25.
Even the fact McDonald's is £7 is crazy.
It's crazy
Yeah,
still.
yeah.
But I
£7.
didn't budget £25 for a quick munch. Hey.
What did your wife do this week?
You see, like our thing exudes black love in it.
What the heck? This guy's actually.
So when man-
Oh,
Black
man.
You know that was it's a bit wholesome in that.
Oh, fam.
No, but actually, yeah, like what she actually did that was kind of sick was like she basically like she had our nieces come over for a sleepover with our children in it.
That's nice.
And obviously it's 4 kids in the house, like that's
Wow.
crazy.
Yeah.
Do you get it? It's a lot of running up and down, a lot of shouting, a lot of screaming, and I was, like I said, work was mad this week, innit? So yeah, kudos to her on that because she made it really fun. She done face painting with them and all that kind of stuff
Yeah,
as
that's
well.
good.
Like, so yeah, no, it was lit. Got the pool out, they were having a water fight, all that
nice,
kind of
yeah,
stuff, trampoline, all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff, like different arts and crafts. So it was
Yeah.
you know when it's like, there's a sleepover. Back in the day when we used to do sleepovers, you just
Bang
get
game,
on
fam.
to get on with whatever you want to get on
Bang
with. Do you
game.
get? But she proper made it like a
Yeah.
thing in it. So yeah,
Yeah.
so kudos to her on that one.
Yeah.
Still.
That's
Okay,
crazy because
that's
you're doing summer holidays, isn't it? Like this is
Bro.
summer holidays.
How's it
The
been?
real summer holiday.
How's it been?
Yeah, it's been alright. To be fair, like we've done a mixture of things, innit? So like they spent time with their grandma,
Mhm.
like they spent time with like their auntie, and they spent time with obviously like their cousins, and they've done like this whole like summer you know, like summer camps, but it's called like
Yeah.
Fun Fest or something like that.
Okay.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? So they've done that as well. So they've done a variety of things
Yeah.
to be fair. So I think this one has been a decent one. The ones
Mm.
before this were. It's just like, fam, you see my face, I see your face. That's it. Because back then they couldn't even do homework and that. Now when they're in the house, man, it's like, listen, go write some ABCs. Yeah, 100%, bro, 100%.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's been alright, man. It's been alright.
Okay, cool. What about you, bro?
So my missus, you know what it is? Obviously, wedding planning, like in the thick of it and that. So yeah, normally I'm very hands-on with certain things, but work has just been like crazy, like just needing me for certain things. So obviously we got the material for the trad.
Yeah.
Dropped this week, and then some more cargo. Fam, have you had to deal with cargo and that from Nige? Like,
Nah, I let my wife's mum do all of that.
bro,
I never ever.
Listen,
Nah.
my missus has been doing it, yeah, bro.
Mhm.
It's fam, it's like you're in Lagos, even though you're doing it over the phone in London, bro.
Yeah.
It's actually crazy. But anyway, long story short, like the cargo dropped in Dawson somewhere. She's gone to get it by herself, like gone to
By
get
herself,
it, bro.
yeah.
It's like 3 fam, heavy bags. No Ghana must go
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
It's actually,
But the way they wrap it as well,
Nah,
Bro.
yeah.
bro, it's like a boulder.
Yeah.
bro. And my missus hates like dirty spaces, and I know that place.
Like, Dawson's
Yeah,
Peak.
yeah, yeah.
must have
Dawson's
been
Peak
rugged,
still.
like a
Especially
warehouse.
if you went to the bar,
Yeah.
Fam,
Yeah,
a warehouse
yeah.
of fish, bro. That's basically the equivalent, bro. But she went
Hey,
there.
where has this bitch?
Bro. She went there,
Yeah.
picked everything up, dropped it back into ends, like helped distribute certain things,
Okay,
like
nice.
started dropping clothes off straight away. Do you get me?
Wow.
Just being very hands-on in it. So I was
Yeah.
like, you know what? Kudos to you this
Yeah.
week, man. Well done.
Mm.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
never
that's
done
done
anything
well.
when we sold you out. Though.
You actually bought it. You know, I was literally
Right,
about
what
to say that,
happened?
fam.
What?
I was literally about to say that, fam.
That-
Bro, man said
I
something
think-
that
I
is
think
like,
he's
you lot
exuding
was
black
very
love
like,
and that.
yeah.
Alright, bro,
This
listen.
thing is
I was thinking about
Yeah,
stupid.
you're the only one that can. You're the only one that kind of complains.
You lot actually bought it.
It's calm,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
You're
but
the truth,
Nah,
bro.
she knows.
People
Hey.
need to know both sides.
That's
There's
the
two
first
sides
one.
to
It's
it.
the
Is she
first,
gonna
it's
watch?
the
first still.
Is she gonna watch this?
Yeah, sure.
It's the first, isn't it?
I heard
Like,
that. I heard
No,
that.
it's two
But yeah,
sides, man.
speaking of the misses, so how did you guys meet your partners? Start with you, bro. How did you meet your partner?
Oh, my one was through a mutual, you know.
Mhm.
Mine was through a mutual because I went through a period where like I wasn't really trying to like. I didn't really
girls
care.
like
Like I
that.
wasn't really trying to chat to people,
Yeah,
innit?
yeah,
So it
yeah.
was like, bro, I think maybe like for about 3 years, you know, I was just
Mm.
kind of like, I don't really care. And obviously, like there was like people kind of thing. But I knew like in my heart of hearts that I wasn't really like, I wasn't kind of ready for like relationships and stuff like that, innit? So I was at actually his missus' birthday, innit? One of her friends was there as well. She was just chilling. I just wanted to go sit with her. I was chatting to her. I was like, oh yeah, what's the guy saying? Blah, blah, blah. And then she flipped on me, innit? I was like, I don't really chat to no one, blah, blah, blah. Then she's gone, you know what? I'm going to show you like some of her friends, innit? She's trying to put me on. And she showed me a picture of my missus. And it's funny because one of my brethren had already sent me a picture of my missus, innit? And I'm not like a DM sort of guy, innit? Like, I wouldn't like DM you to move to you or nothing like that. I want to see you face to face, innit? But I do this thing whereby, like, I can see someone and I know I'm going to see you. Like, I'm going to see you in real life, innit? So that's what I did to her. I was kind of like, I'm going to see this girl in real life, basically, innit? And if I see her, I'm going to chat to her. But her brethren had showed me her, innit? So I was like, FaceTime her.
Oh, was it
Cool,
just
innit?
like that?
You know, it's so funny because when I think back at it, I think if you'd have flipped, I think I'm really. You know what I mean? Like, confidence, bro. You know, innit? Yeah, bro. I was like, yeah, man, and that. I was like, yeah, it's FaceTime, innit? She called her, she didn't pick up. And then the same thing happened like twice over because it was like a weekender, innit? So I was still with the brethren over the weekend. And then there was still bare food left over. So we did another thing that same week, but later on that week, innit? So the friend came back to me again and was like, yo, like I'm not done with you kind of thing, like my brethren. I was like, fam. Like, it was like, she didn't pick up the phone, innit? What do you want me to do kind of thing? Left it. Now, I think it was the following week I was in gym with my brethren. And I had already obviously told my brethren about what had happened in that. And then that same friend DM'd me a photo of my missus. He said, oh, it's her birthday.
Damn, she was on your...
Bro, she was on to me. And when I saw the photo, I was like,
oh, that though. Girls need those sort of friends.
You
need someone on your side.
Bro,
Very
good
friend.
Bro, she pulled through. So obviously I'm with my brethren. I'm showing him photo. Like, oh, so he said, fam, DM her now. Now. Obviously, he'd already been on to me as well, just to kind of like, bro, like chat to girls, whatever. DM the happy birthday. Then boom. That was it, man. The rest is history, bro.
Do you mind me asking at that period of time, like, why you wasn't really interested in like girls or
No,
relationships?
you know what? I think so. I was in like a longer term relationship before, from when I was 18 to like when I was like 23 or 24. So it was kind of like I just wasn't really on it. Really, you know what I mean? I just didn't really feel it, kind of thing. And not to say that like in that period, like I met people that I liked and stuff like that, but like in my heart of hearts, it wasn't like I wasn't really on it. You know what I mean? I think obviously at this point whereby like this kind of interaction happened, it was like, all right, yeah. I remember putting in the chat one time, I was like, my next birthday, I'm going to have a girlfriend. Remember?
Yeah, I remember.
Because it was kind of like, all right, cool, now's the time kind of thing, innit? So yeah, man.
Yeah, I heard that. What about you, bro? How'd you meet your wife?
So I think first thing I should say is that this is an exclusive, by the way. We ain't even spoken about it. So it's mad that I remember one time they were playing Vance Cartel on the dance, innit? But nah, do you know what it is? So I went to uni with one of her best friends.
Okay.
So like one of her friends that she went to school with and all that kind of stuff, innit? And one of her friends was locked in with my, like, from the sandbox, innit? You get what I'm trying to say? Shout out Bricks with Tips. And basically, like, we used to go to that. So when it was like his missus' birthday, for example, we'll go to their house or whatever it is and chill, she'll come up from ends or whatever it is, spend some time, And if I'm being real, so before I ever met her, like, I heard, like, she got a brethren, XYZ, the brethren's kind of okay. So obviously me, I'm not gonna, the kind of person I am, I'm proper like in them moments anyway, I'm laid back. I'm never gonna let anyone know that people think you're nice or I think you're nice as well. Like it's not one of them ones in it sort of thing. So it was just kind of a thing where it's like I just wanted to see who she was in it sort of thing. So I was like, okay, cool. Seems like cool peoples and that, but we never really got into it during that whole uni phase and all that kind of stuff. Then after uni, like obviously again we'll still be getting around, we'll still be around each other, all that kind of stuff. Then there was like one particular year where it was like now like, there's been a few like let's say events sort of thing in it, like, and it's not because obviously like my brethren got a crib or whatever, so it was like we was going to his house or whatever, and she's doing a sleepover with her brethren and all that kind of stuff. So go there and then we just like chop it up a bit, innit? It started getting a bit playful and all that kind of stuff, and then from there we was just like cool, like let's see where it goes, innit? So I've known her for years, but then romantically, like it didn't really kick in until quite late. To be fair, innit? Do you get what I'm trying to say? But obviously we've always been familiar with each other. So
I heard that. What about you, bro?
You know, I'm similar to Hendo and that kicked it off and then romance
Yeah.
came. But so basically, first and foremost, I remember I was just chilling in my boys' room. We were just chatting now. I didn't have Twitter these times. Like, I'm new to Twitter. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I hate that place. But I'm only on there for football. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Anyway, now, so I'm on his Twitter now. I'm just scrolling. I see a picture of my missus now, innit? I'm like, right, like, who's this kind of thing, innit? So click on her profile, start trying to see what she's about.
Yeah.
But just was like, whatever, innit? Because I don't know you.
Yeah.
I don't know we have any mutuals at that point. But I say to my boy, I'm going to move to this girl still.
Yeah.
Like, I'm Garrett going to move to this girl. Without me having the plan, that's the speak thing that says,
Yeah,
it's
true.
Start talking about manifestation.
Don't do that. But anyway, so that happened now. Anyway, so my brethren had a party now for their birthday that I've gone to, and I've seen her there. I'm like, yo, all right, cool. She's this girl. I swear that's the girl from that's on Twitter. Anyway, now every time I was trying to go and chat to her brethren will come in. Someone will come in. Someone will come in.
Yeah.
And them times, I weren't whipping in it. My brethren that was whipping was like, fam, you need to go. I was like, fam. I was like, all right, man, no. Nah, man, whatever. Next time, innit? You don't really stress these things, innit? Do you get me? Then I was with E-Man now, and we went wireless. And E-Man was like, yo, it'd be so funny, like, if we see her. And them times I was like, nah, man, for what I've seen, this ain't really a vibe. Do you get me? Lo and behold,
she's there.
she's there. And this time I had to down the line. Not any means necessary. So we started talking, and then again, me and E-Man are in a theatre group as well, innit? So we act in that. So there's another birthday she's at as well. So I'm chatting to her now. We're just like, again, this is just in. Do you get me? It's like a bowling alley. So I'm like, watch, I teach you how to bowl. Know that kind of stuff.
That's something funny.
You know
That's something so funny.
It's so funny that day.
With the old school romance.
With
the movie thing.
It's funny that I asked her, what, do you want a drink? She was like, no. I was thinking, shut up. I know you went to God with a drink. But anyway, so anyway now, so we're talking, and I'm like, oh, what's your plans like in the next 2 weeks? She was like, oh, I'm going to a play. I was like, oh, what, you're going theatre, yeah? She was like, what, you're going theatre?
Was it? No.
She was like, oh, you're going theatre? She said, yeah, I'm going to play with my brethren, did it? She's like, I'm going to play with my brethren. I was like, oh, okay, like, what's it called, did it? I'm not too sure. Like, I think it's called XYZ, didn't it? I said, yeah. I said, oh, okay, cool. Like, say nothing.
It's the one you're...
Yeah,
Bro, I can't.
Until today,
bro.
I didn't know that.
Wait, is that the one when you're on the flyer? The sketch?
Yeah. I'm on the sketch. But you don't look like me that much, though. It don't look like me that much, though. If you put it up, though.
Do you think, fam?
Nah, she definitely knew, though. I said it till today she knew, but
She said she don't know.
She said she didn't know.
The film that she
You,
was
man.
we're saying the production that she was going to, he was on the flyer for. That's what they're saying.
Yeah, I was on the
That's
flyer.
crazy.
But
But
it was a sketch.
But it was a sketch.
It was a
It
sketch.
could be anyone, though.
It was a sketch.
Was it him, though?
But
When
I'll
you
put
put
it
the
up.
sketch.
Don't
It looks
after.
like
I'll put
Yeah,
the sketch
show
up.
it.
I'll see what you lot
It
think.
looks like him still.
But anyway, so she's come to that production now. Obviously, performed afterwards now. No one's greeting you.
Yeah.
She's got waiting, fam. She's waiting. She come to say Wagwan. When she came to say Wagwan to me, I just grabbed her hand. From that day, once you grab that hand and leave. No, you grab the hand and leave her out. It's finished, man. That was not downloaded.
You must have
that's
acted
how
your
it
ass
is.
off, though.
What'd you say?
You must have been acting.
It was all for you, like all for the glory of God. All for the glory of God. But yeah, man.
But on that topic, so obviously you guys are engaged and married.
Yeah.
What made you decide to want to get married? Like, why did you propose to your partners? From a personal point.
That's a good question still.
Like, when were you ready?
You know, like, I remember I said to you the other day, yeah, there's a point whereby, well, for me anyway, and the man could say whether or not, like, you lot have had the same sort of thing, yeah, where it's like, before me getting into why her, but like, there was a point whereby I was like, I know I'm going to marry her. You know what I mean? But the point where I knew I was going to marry her, and the point where I actually started doing the prep and stuff like that, bro, it was like, it was time.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, I knew I was going to, like, I'm going to marry you, innit?
Yeah.
You know, there's a point where these lot were asking, like, when you gonna, like, when you thinking about, like next year, summer, whatever. But at that point, I knew I was going to do it. Innit? It was just about actively go taking the steps towards doing it, innit?
Yeah.
But with her, when it was like I knew that this is someone I want to marry, there's three things. So the number one thing for me, and I was saying this, I kind of came to the realization of this after like speaking to people and stuff like that. Yeah, she's like very, very reasonable, innit?
Yeah.
So during my early interactions with her, her perspective was very reasonable, and her expectations were very reasonable, innit? So when I'm actually just having normal conversation with her, I'm able to just be myself and just say, yeah, I don't like this, or yeah, I like this, or yeah, just as open and honest as possible. To a point whereby I was like, even like early on when we started talking there, probably like the first like 2 dates or something like that, I was kind of like, not, I didn't say it like this, innit? But basically what I was getting at with her was that where we're at now, like if I go out today and I see somebody, like I could chat to them.
Hey.
You know what I mean? Because
on the second date.
I'll never forget when you told us that still.
When you told us that, we was like, yo,
on the
Fam?
second date.
yeah, bro. Because what
was the intentions,
what I was doing was basically just saying that, raw, kind of where we're at now. Like I don't really know you like that.
Okay.
I like you, but if I go outside and I could chat to somebody, but the man would do that anyway without saying it. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah,
but I'm just telling you,
Yeah.
just so that we know that okay, cool. I say that to say that
you lot
she's
say,
very
yeah,
reasonable.
You lot don't agree with me.
They might be good.
You know what it is? I agree with what you said. Like we'll do it anyway.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't tell her.
No, but then the reason why I'm telling her is just because, again, like I was saying about her ability to reason, innit? Like I clocked that from kind of early, and she reasoned with me. She was like, "Oh yeah, same." But in my head, I was thinking, "Fam, it's not gonna get You got me. In my head, I was thinking, she's already on me, kind of thing. That's what my kind of vibe was, innit?
But I don't stop women though.
No, bro.
Especially at that stage.
No, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Don't stop women from doing what though?
Like
From
if a
chatting to
girl's
other
on
people.
me, like she can meet someone else and speak to someone else.
Yeah. But and then so ability to reason. Yeah. 2 was the fact that she was very supportive from very early as well. And this is like it's things that I didn't like. You don't need to do certain things, but you're doing it, and it's been very consistent, bro. Like you said, like we act in it, bro. To sit with me and go through a 40-page script and be reading in character.
She does it with you.
Oh, that's nice.
She's doing it with me. Do you get what I mean? And it's like you don't have to do these.
Bringing back
It's
the
like
black
a
love
big.
and that.
I remember, you know, I got in trouble because of that. Right, this guy was saying that, yeah. Now, this is one time I was like, "Oh, I help you." I said, "No, man. Basically, he don't work that way." This guy was saying, "Yeah, he went through the whole script." He was like, bro.
Hey.
Obviously, different acting techniques.
Hey, that's too funny.
Yeah, so like stuff like that, and she's very supportive. The things that I want to do in life, I need somebody who's going to be a team player.
Wait,
you know what I
question
mean?
though, back on that topic, like how do you like stay focused with that though? Ain't it a bit funny though?
No,
Like,
you
when
know.
you're doing it and with your
Bro,
missus.
when the play is in 2 weeks, bro.
Oh, yeah.
And you've got
Yeah,
like,
that's
You gotta
cool.
focus.
fam, you're on your,
You gotta
there's no
wake up
time for
still.
that still.
Yeah.
Or even at work, bro. I was doing it with some of my colleagues and that. It's like, yeah, fam.
Oh, is he
'Cause you gotta-
do it and you work as well?
Yeah. So it's like, bro, but she's very supportive, innit?
Mm.
And then 3 year, which is a very big thing, and I realized this in the interactions that I've had with women beforehand as well, yeah, is that like she was very she didn't just reciprocate, but she made an effort. And she also acknowledged the effort. And like I realized that, and it's funny when I got to this realization, it was kind of like I also want to be wanted in a relationship, innit?
Yeah.
Like I actually want you to want me, and I want to feel
feel that, yeah.
like you're on me, innit?
Yeah.
And she did. From the start up until today, she's just doing bad.
Yeah.
She's doing
Proper.
bad.
Yeah.
And not just reciprocating. To a point whereby it's like, I didn't really know how to accept things from women, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like, bro, like,
Nice.
we're not used to that.
yeah, we're not used to it, innit? I even remember when, so I must have went up to see her one time. She was off ends at that time, innit? So I went to go and see her. And she had planned the whole day for man, innit? But obviously, you know, like when you hear that a day's planned for you, bro, you know you have to pay for something.
Yeah.
You have to pay for something. You know what I mean? A day's planned for you. Bro, you're gonna have to pay for something.
Fuck his back, though. Come on, man.
Brothers.
It depends where though. Car park for 25 bucks.
So I remember when I first got in there, and bear in mind what I was saying about her being reasonable, us just talking, I was literally just gonna be like, alright, cool. So what's sorted today? What do I need to pay for?
Yeah.
She said, hey, don't let me see your wallet today.
Ah.
Hey, you know what I heard? I was like, no.
That's actually such an African word.
Yeah.
My Jackie Rio. Listen, don't see how I did.
It's on me. I'm saying, don't
Don't say that statement.
let this be the last time. So, bro, like, you know, like, things like that, I was like, oh, raw, like, and it's just been it's been consistent
Yeah.
from then until now, innit? So those were the 3 things that was like, nah. Outside of obviously her being physically attractive to me and her walk with God. Those are 2 things that I didn't really say because it's kind of, for me, it's
Given.
saying it, kind of
Standard,
given, innit?
yeah.
So yeah, man.
I heard that. About you, bro.
Repeat the question just one.
So when did you realize you were ready to get married and or propose?
So yeah, I'm a very logical thinker as well, innit?
Mhm.
So for me, yeah, it was kind of like, you know, like back in the days where you do like the little CRBs and all of that kind of stuff, innit? And I know there's like a whole something about CRBs nowadays. This I don't care. This, I don't care. So shoot me. But like it was kind of like I was speaking to one of my brethren, innit? And he was like, bro, like like good reviews, innit? And I was like, okay, fairs, like as in like good head on my shoulders, career woman, all that kind of stuff. I was like, okay, cool, fairs, like cool. So that was the initial. My thing is like, I need to understand how other people see you as well, innit? Initially, and I know a lot of people think why, but for me, yeah, like back then especially, I used to take myself mad seriously, innit? So I'm not trying to get into like a relationship with someone that's just like. Do you know what I mean? Like, life is like anything, innit? Do you get what I'm trying to say? Life is serious, man. To a certain degree, I've got things I want to achieve, innit? Do you get what I'm trying to say? So I need someone that matches my energy, do you get? So yeah, so that was like the first kind of, cool, let's see, innit? Do you get what I'm trying to say? And obviously, like, listen, we were just enjoying our time together. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, getting to find out a bit more about her organically as well. And like some of the things that drew me to her is like she was mad confident. Do you get what I'm trying to say? You know, and to be fair, you know when someone's, let's say, been nice from like back in the day and that's like, of course you're going to be confident, innit? People think you're nice, innit? Do you get what I'm trying to say? But at the same time, it's kind of like there was like substance behind it as well. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So like when man would like just with her on a level and all that kind of stuff, like she had her head screwed on, innit? Like she knew what she wanted to achieve and stuff like that. Do you get? And like when I would speak to her, like in general, like we could speak for time because she was genuinely funny. You know, like there's like a rumor out there that women ain't funny.
No, they're not. There's only
like, man say rumor.
I only know maybe like 5 women in the whole life that are funny.
Bro, listen, like there is not someone that she has spoken to that they ain't split their sides like laughing. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
That's what you laugh.
Yeah. You know, like the
not
thing
at
is,
what she does though, but
no.
Actually being funny.
No. As
She's
in
funny,
conversation, not laughing at her because she's clumsy or something like that. No one of them ones. Everyone can be clumsy though, but it was more like it was more like so like in conversations and that, just like, you know, like a quick-witted comment and all that kind of stuff, and then just even sometimes, bro, there was one time where we was like watching one video or whatever, and like, you know when you feel like you can die laughing, like you can't catch your breath, it's that bad. You get what I'm trying to say? Like it's so funny, but like so she was genuinely like she had a good personality, like glowing personality. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And then when I was speaking, just digging in a bit more about cool, like what you really about and stuff like that, bro, she was driven. Like even in terms of where she had like the level of responsibility she had at a young age, in terms of career-wise, compared to where everyone else was, was crazy to me. Do you get what I'm trying to say? It was like, raw, like there's a reason why you're comfortable being in them spaces and you're driven to achieve more. And even like since then, she's achieved way more, innit? Do you get? So like those are like certain things that really stuck out to me at first, innit? And I was like, nah, this one is serious still. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So it was like, yeah, man. So for me, it was kind of like a thing where with everything that I'd heard, there was nothing that I felt like I couldn't, the upside was up. Do you get? It was bullish. So I wasn't really too much threatened about the downside. Do you get what I'm saying? Like that's what I mean when I say logical. That's how I was kind of like, cool, what's really going on here? Because when it gets tough, are these things gonna hold, man? Do you get what I'm trying to say? So, and that's obviously outside of the physical attraction.
I heard that. What about you?
So yeah, I think more personally, you know, everyone has things that they proper look for because of like upbringing or life or whatever. So one of the things that, and again, takeaway looks, faith. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Because I would say it's a given, but for me, something that's big was someone who can fight for men. Do you get me? Like, but like not necessarily, not in terms of moving to, but outside of that. Do you get what I'm trying to say? That you should be scared to speak my name around this person. Do you get me? And I'm always big on that, innit? I fight for people. When I'm younger, I used to get in trouble for certain things bare because my brethren's in something now. Do you get me? I'm there. I take it seriously, innit? So I think I wanted someone who took that seriously for me. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And I think I saw that do you get me? Pretty quickly that as we're talking, as we're speaking now, bro, she took man serious. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like you couldn't be talking about man funny when she's about. And I take that fam up here. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So I think that's one thing. I think another thing, and again, I didn't clock this, but anyone who sees us both separately are like, fam, these lot are so similar. Like,
Yeah.
anyone sees us separately, they're like, these lot are so similar. Like, I remember one time we went to a dinner one time, we're just in chatting, having fun now. I hear someone whisper. It's funny when they think that you haven't heard, they're like, yeah, these two, man, they're meant for each other.
Yeah.
But it's just funny, innit? It's funny when you overhear it and that, but we're very similar. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, we've got a similar vibe when we're together. It's just bare fun. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, I always wanted someone who was my friend first.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, contrary to popular belief, fam, I actually want to spend time with her. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, I enjoy spending time with her, fam. Like, genuinely, like, if I, bro, and that's one thing she always says she never complains about. Like, I'm with her. If I'm not, I'll be like, yo, what are you doing today? Let's do this, or I'm coming yours. Because I genuinely enjoy spending time with her. So I think someone who was my...
More than a man them or...
Listen, everyone had their different place.
It's not competitions.
No, but everyone for different things. Everyone for different things. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Some man them for some things, fam. She's not gonna come five aside with me, innit? So you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
But so yeah, being my friend was another one. Us being similar is another one. And also when you feel that someone's got you regardless.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? Again, if you meet people like when you're up or when there's a good time in life, do you get what I'm trying to say? It's very easy for everyone to just be about and stick about and do you get what I'm trying to say? But when life gets tough, do you get me? And things are, you're on your own and things are peak. Like what happens then? Do you get me?
Yeah.
And for me, I saw the quality in her. Again, that fam, she was just so constant. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like she loves me for me. It's not about anything, provision. Obviously, now we're men, innit? So provision's important. Let's not try to, I'm not one of them, I'm not a new school man that will start dumbing down provision. I believe in that. Do you get what I'm trying? You get what I'm trying to say? But I know that without that, she's got man. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And she's someone who will kickstart me back into it as well. If I fall off, she's like, yo, we need to get back on. Like, do you get me? Certain times you said that, I'd be like, all right, calm down. So, like, you get what I'm trying to say? Certain times I'm like, don't worry, I know, I'm just sleeping today. Calm down. But then, do you get me? When it's necessary, she does it, innit? Do you get what I'm trying to say? So, yeah, man.
No,
just a quick summary.
You guys seemed really sure about your partner. So
Yeah,
that's important, man. But for you, bro, Hendo, you've got 2 children. So we're about to step into that journey in the next couple of years. Like, what is it like being married with 2 kids?
You know what it is, yeah? Like, I kind of want to like stay away from like saying all of like the cliche stuff, innit? But, but it's kind of hard to because of how important it is, innit? So like, in terms of just making sure like there's time for you and your missus, like I can't scream how important that is and see where like we're fun people, innit? So we might do the thing where, alright, cool, we know we can't leave the house because we've got kids in the house, innit? So even though they've gone to bed, alright, cool. You might just like, do you know what I mean? Bring a little shisha pipe and
Oh, is it?
do you know
Yeah,
what I mean? Just do a little lounge kind of vibe. Bro, we got them colourful lights and all that kind of stuff. You get so we can make it really like bang the music up. We can really make it happen and that. Alright, bro, trust me. Cheap and cheerful, bro. Just order the Turkish or whatever, like the grilled food that you eat there. Do you get what I'm trying to say? It's just,
I don't like Turkish that much.
Is it?
But yeah, I don't like it too much.
Bro, that's good. That's good value for money.
You get the platter, bro.
My mom and dad's birthday. Any birthday, I'm like, yeah, let's go. Let's go.
You know, our missus, they keep saying that we're not allowed to take them.
Turkish.
We don't want to go Turkish. We're not taking them uptown. We don't want to go Turkish food.
Bro,
listen, everyone's well fed, bro.
We need to take this part out so I can take it with you.
But yeah, like so we're really fun in that way, innit? We just do different things. I remember like, bro, like it's crazy, man. Sometimes we'll do drinking competitions and that, like between us and all that kind of stuff. So even like, for example, like we're sharing that like they do similar things, but they do like the whole the what ifs and the questions and the XYZ. But us, we do the more kind of like activity in the house sort of thing. So we would do the whole. We've got like obviously like the garden furniture and all that kind of stuff. So we'll be out there doing stuff. Do you get what I'm trying to say? But yeah, so like, it's really important to make sure you have that protected time for you and your missus, and then for you and your family, innit? Do you get what I'm trying to say? But what it's like here, it's mad because I feel like my take on this is a little bit different from other people that I hear stories sometimes where it's like, yeah, they found out they were having a child and then they just kicked into this like, yo, money off a Mick. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Times 100. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, but for man, it was like I was always like kind of on that path, innit? And from a young age, I've grown up in a church, so my trajectory is always gonna be like, I'm gonna get married at one point, innit? So we work towards that to a certain degree as well, innit? And I was even saying it to my missus the other day. I was having a good year that year, bruv. Like
Yeah.
the year that I met my missus and all that kind of stuff. Things. Like,
It's always the
work was
case, isn't it?
things
Fam?
like
It's
that.
always the case.
Yeah.
Bro, it's a good year, bro.
Yeah.
If I wasn't paying for a wedding, that 2021, 22, oh,
Right.
you know what I would have been
What?
doing?
Bro,
God!
The year I met my missus, yeah.
My missus.
The year I met my missus, yeah, bro. And the work was taking me all over. I didn't do different places. Just shout at me, where you stay? I'm just there, man. Yeah. Fam, hotel expenses covered. I was shopping,
bro.
And then life came off.
Yeah. Responsibility hits.
So I've been fortunate to be in like a decent role, decent position, making like decent money and all that kind of stuff, yeah. And then obviously, good year, everything's bro, my brother's getting married in September. Sorry. And then it's like everything slows down when it's like, having a child, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, cool. I have to start foresight, yeah. My foresight before was, let's say, like, I'm thinking 5 years, yeah.
Yeah.
I started thinking like 10, 20, 15.
Yeah.
10, 15, 20.
Yeah.
So 20 off, and then I said 15 after. But like, yeah, so that's the first thing that happened for me, and it's just like more foresight in terms of cool, things got to get put away now and all that kind of stuff. Do you get? And I remember like one of the first events that hit me is that my brother was getting married in Nigeria, innit, in December.
Yeah.
And like everyone was going, bro. Like it was gonna be, bro. It was crazy. Do
Mm.
you get? But like, I'm outside the club. Like, do you get what I'm saying? These are all gone. I'm at home, innit, obviously, like, because my daughter's like gonna be born soon, innit?
Wow.
So now, yeah, it's kind of like, so that was kind of like the initial feeling and all that kind of stuff, yeah. But I can't even lie, bro. Like, I've loved every second of it. Like, it's the thing is as well, like,
good
watching
to
their
know.
little personalities grow.
Yeah.
It's so funny seeing a video of like my daughter when she was like 6 months, yeah, like crying, and then my missus does something, and then she starts laughing, and it's just her now. Like, she starts crying. You can make her laugh,
Yeah.
and she'll laugh out of the cry. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, so it's kind of like
Yeah.
seeing their little personalities develop and all that kind of stuff, yeah, and like. It's a second to none kind of like feeling. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
It is a lot in terms of, listen, I'm responsible for you. So whereas I used to, bro, like one of the things that used to get to me, I don't know if it gets to you, man, but if you're leaving the house and that, yeah, like someone's asking you bare specifically, like, raw, where are you going and that, like, it's kind of like, bro, like, I'm going out, man. Like, get off my back, like, you know what I'm trying to say, like, a little bit, innit?
Yeah.
So it's like,
That's annoying. I can't.
Oh,
but
bro.
now, obviously, with the children and that, it's not even like I can just pick up my hat and go, like, do you get what I'm trying to say, and go out quick and come back and X, Y, Z. Like, everything's got to be in place at home and all that, because if I need to at least know that, listen, even if I'm not the one sorting it out, that everything's in place at home. So I think it's been calm, and I can't even lie, it's been good, yeah. I think you definitely have to, like, be ready to, let's say, things on a basic level, like, go out less. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Because it's kind of like,
the hard way, man.
bro, do you get what I'm trying to say? Because sometimes it's like, oh, XYZ is going on and XYZ, and sometimes you ain't gonna have the energy for it, if I'm being real. Like, but yeah, man, it's calm, bro. Like, if you ask me something more specific, then I can go into that more specifically. But on a general note, it's been calm. Obviously, you had 2 under 2 as well, innit? So that was a bit of a mad thing. And you know, like how it is when you first have children.
Yeah.
I don't know if you lot had like parents stay with you or anything like that.
Yeah, my wife and my mum, for a good maybe 2 months, they said.
Bro.
That was the best time ever.
Bro,
I was chilling.
listen.
Obviously,
I
work,
can't even lie.
like, being there with the babe, but bro,
In the weeks now, innit? Nappies, everything. Yeah. Like, fairs. But for me, I've always been changing nappies and all that. I've always been calm with all that kind of stuff, innit? Like, sometimes it gets mad, bro. Like, when you do you're like, fam, you this small something, bro, it doesn't make sense sometimes. It doesn't make sense. But yeah, like one big piece of advice is always to have like family around. Do you get it? Like it's probably like it's proper underrated how much support like your wife's gonna need, especially like after what she's been through and all that kind of stuff as well. Even the whole birthing experience, that's a completely different conversation that we have another time, or whatever it is, isn't it? But like having her mum around at that time was a godsend. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So that helped us a lot. And then there's still the funny thing is with that, it's still dealing with the whole. I got away. I want to pattern my baby. This is how we used to bat. This is what we used to do. Do you know what I mean? There's that. Then there's man who's like, nah, let's do this, man. Let's. Do you get onto the say? Because that's the kind of person I am. I'm kind of hands-on in it. Do you get? So it was kind of like just everyone's fully in, and then we all got to like kind of take a step back and be like, alright, cool. let's find a way to do this where
Together,
everyone
yeah.
can, do you know what I
Yeah.
mean, have a space to, do you know what I mean, leave their mark and all that kind of stuff as well. So yeah, man, it definitely
that.
takes a village, I think, is
Yeah.
the summary of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's been good still.
No, I hear that. And your podcast, so Bible Babes and Banter, or is it Bants or Banter? I swear
It's banter still, but the
Yeah.
Bants is just the Instagram.
Just
the
the
Bible
Instagram.
based Bants is
Yeah,
like
yeah,
on the
yeah,
social.
yeah.
Like,
But
that's
a lot of the
Bible-based
time we
and
say
banter.
Bants.
Bants.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So you guys started in like lockdown, right? Was it 2020?
Yeah.
But before we
Right.
started just before lockdown still.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
We started January, innit? And
Yeah.
then lockdown came March.
Yeah.
So obviously imagine that we're just starting and then
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
pandemic, innit?
That could have been a blessing in disguise, though.
No, I hear it. Do you know what it is as well? It helped us like push through, innit?
Yeah.
Because we carried on doing episodes
Yeah.
through,
Yeah.
throughout the lockdown, innit? And I guess
Yeah.
obviously everybody's at home as well. So it was
Yeah.
still those who had been following from before,
Mhm.
they still had something to kind of
Yeah,
listen to
yeah.
during
Yeah.
the lockdown still, which was good.
Yeah. So how come you guys like kicked up the podcast? So where did it start?
Shares like this still.
Is it?
What's funny is that, because you know how he said it was pandemic, yeah?
Mhm.
I think the first time I've got like an older voice note and I'm messaging my brethren about, actually my missus now actually, we were talking about the podcast.
Mhm.
This was like in 2016, 17, when
Mhm.
conversations about it. So talking about it, and I was like, you know what it is? Let's hear like, we didn't really meet man them like us. So we, obviously there's a wider group of us like the man them that we got love for, but, and we're Christian, do you get what I'm trying to say?
Mhm.
But we're also just ourselves. Do you get
Yeah.
me? Very much that if you see us,
Yeah.
you might see us out here. We always make a joke that you see us with Henny in our hand, please. Don't
Just
approach us.
Just take it like that.
take it like that.
You just saw my
Take
was
it like
in your
that.
hand.
Do you get what I'm
That's
saying?
the real, bro.
And that's the way we are, but we didn't really see that. Do you get me?
Yeah.
Like everyone we saw who was Christian was more like, and fair play again.
Yeah.
Shout them out.
Do
That's
your
your
thing.
do your
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah,
innit?
yeah.
This is not me telling you to do nothing, but
Mhm.
there were certain types. So I was like, you know what, let's get some representation. So initially, the pod was me, E-Man, and two of our other brethren
Mhm.
who like were more on their journey
Mhm.
in faith, innit? And it was kind of like the aim was to have different perspectives, do you get me, and talk through
Yeah.
that. So we're just in the studio one day. I think it was just me and E-Man. So we were in Red Bull Studios in Roundhouse, innit?
Red Bull's jokes still.
Huh?
Red Bull for Roundhouse is jokes.
yeah. I know. But we were there now, yeah.
Yeah.
No, but it was Red. I think it was just in
I don't
Roundhouse.
know,
I think
you
they
know.
sponsored it.
I don't know still. I'm
Yeah,
not sure.
I think they sponsored it. But so I think we're on the phone. Like we're on the phone to you now.
I think so. Something like that.
And we're on the phone to you. It's like, you know, he does best of that. I'm just gonna come.
I'm coming.
Like, I'm coming. Like, get
pull it up.
Yeah.
So Hem pulled up now. Then he jumped in,
Mhm.
and we just had a conversation. Them times we'll go on live,
Yeah.
Instagram live, and just chat,
Yeah.
fam. And when that happened,
So
was like,
funny.
yeah, this is it. Still,
This is
like
it, yeah.
this is what actually makes
Yeah.
sense. Do you get what I'm
Yeah.
trying to say?
Yeah.
And then from there, we were like, all right, cool. Let's do this thing properly.
Mm.
Like, so we recorded probably about 12
Yeah, a couple episodes.
12
before
episodes
Yeah.
that just never came out.
Mm.
Yeah.
And they'll
Yeah.
never see the light of
They
day.
will never see that out there, bro.
Was it were they mad or?
Do you know what it is?
Oh, bro, we were free.
We were
Yeah,
free, bro.
yeah,
We
man.
were free,
Quality
like, bro.
control.
Bro,
Yeah. We might get cancelled.
Bro,
after
listen.
this.
You know
We're
what it is, yeah, fam?
Bro.
You know, like when you're just testing out the mic and that, you just say
Yeah,
anything.
yeah,
You just
yeah,
keep
yeah.
it rolling. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And them times as well, we were in the other crib.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
we went to Hen's old house before,
Mhm.
and we just got equipment.
Mhm.
So we done it ourselves. We're like,
Yeah.
fam, don't know what we're doing.
Yeah, that's
really.
where it started.
Bro, do
So-
you remember how it took us bare time to get the mixes working?
Get the
Yes,
mixer
I was
Just to
talking
get
about
the mixer,
church,
Yeah.
just to get the mixer working, yeah, so we could transport the audio to the computer, so we could actually have something.
Mhm.
That took
That's
ages.
why I'm Asian,
Yeah.
bro.
We were all like, you know, so magic. They'll tell us to go and spend time with the PA and that, so we can help
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
Fam, we had never seen the PA people so much, bro. The way that we was in and out of that
Yeah,
media box, fam,
Yeah,
was crazy.
yeah.
Cool.
It was mad still. So basically, once we got that working, we're like, all right, cool. We got a good rhythm going.
Yeah.
And we still weren't going to release when we did.
Mm.
I think, who
We're
was
doing
it in the
testing
chat?
episodes and stuff like that. innit?
Yeah, there's someone in the chat. I can't remember who it was like, I think it was you. I can't remember, but someone was like, "Hey, let's just release this episode. Let's just release this first episode.
Yeah.
Or like, all right, calm. Then we
But then-
released it.
You know, it's so funny about that as well, yeah. Because when you first released that episode, yeah, and we weren't planning to release any of the other ones, yeah. It's like that skipping rope thing.
Yeah.
You know, when it's that moment, yeah.
Mm.
And then as soon as you jump in,
You
yeah,
just have to-
Yeah,
You have to go
yeah.
down, you have to keep going.
that rope is coming.
Yeah.
Before you embarrass
Yeah.
yourself.
Next
yeah,
week,
keep
next
it, aye.
episode,
Next
next
ep, bro.
episode.
But I
So-
think with you guys' podcast, why I loved you guys so much, I gave my life to Christ like properly like around 2019, 2020.
Mm.
And I was looking for like more Christian people like me.
Mm.
And at the time, when listening to you guys, like you guys are literally just man them
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about
yeah.
your love for Christ.
Mm.
And you guys are still like normal. Because at the time I used to think Christians like,
Boring, man.
yeah,
Yeah,
like, no,
yeah.
I wouldn't say boring, but it's like there's just
I
like
know
an
exactly what
image.
you mean, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
and you guys
Yeah,
are just
bro.
like yourselves, like, and what you guys are saying is like I lived, I've experienced.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
sick to
yeah.
hear.
Yeah.
But I wanted to ask you finally before we leave was, you guys all talk about your love for Christ, etc., and it's inspiring to me. So how do you guys remain like focused on Christ? Because my journey has been like
Yeah,
up and down for
Yeah,
a number
yeah,
of years.
up,
So
down.
like, how do you guys stay like focused on that on your walk without any distractions, if there is any?
There's always
I think, I
distractions.
was about to say, I think
Yeah.
That one's
distractions are,
guaranteed.
Yeah.
distractions are normal, man. And I
Mm.
think it's a process and it's definitely an up and down thing, innit? And I think even just us doing the pod, I think you could even see, like, it's for us to kind of put out there that we're also on
Okay.
that kind of journey, innit? And it's normal for there to be ups and downs, and
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just, you know, there's a verse in the Bible that talks about like when you sin and you feel convicted because you've sinned,
Yeah.
it means it's a good thing because it means that you have the Holy Spirit in you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it points to the fact that things will happen. Do you know what I mean? Everything isn't just smooth sailing kind of thing. When you're always, the thing is for you to always kind of just get back up and keep going. And especially like when we're at the age that we're at, we're getting married, you've got children and stuff like that. It's like we really need God. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
When you look
more
at the
than
way
ever,
the
man.
world is and everything, we need God.
Yeah.
There's nothing more certain than that. You know what I mean? So it's also very, very just important for you to really just,
Yeah.
when things do happen, when you have peaks and troughs and stuff like that, circle back, get back on your walk, keep going kind of thing. And that's the thing, it's a journey, innit? So yeah, man.
Yeah. I think
What about you?
practically as well, I think a couple things that help me, I'm sure it helps all of us, is community. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So not doing it by yourself. Do you get what I'm trying to say? If you're doing it by yourself, it's long. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So for example, these are my brothers, so I'm honest with them. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
If I'm going through something, I'm honest. Do you get me? And that honesty, they'll give man advice, they'll talk to man. They help keep man accountable. Do you know what I mean? If you're doing it by yourself, bro, you can just be getting and doing anything. Do you get me?
Yeah.
No accountability, but when you got community around you, it's encouraging. Do you get me? Yeah, encouraging in that way. Discipline as well. Do you get me? Which is needed in general life. Like, if I'm waking up, praying, reading your word. Do you get me? Those kind of like getting into a rhythm of those kind of things and not leaving it to chance. I think that was a big thing for me. Like saying, all right, this is my time. And even then, don't get it twisted. Sometimes I'm like, yo, I'm bare tired today, man. Like, I'll do it in the afternoon. Afternoon now, someone shouted at me, go ahead. Do you get me? It don't happen. Do you get me?
I'll do it tomorrow.
I'll do it tomorrow.
Yeah,
Do you get me?
yeah.
Tomorrow never comes, fam. Like next week's that. Do you get me? Bare little things. So
yeah.
I think discipline. And I think lastly, I think one thing that's just proper helped me is kind of what E-Man said, in knowing that the phase of life man's getting into, like, it will be like I'll be a fool to move away from God, bro. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Important, man.
The stage of life, and
Yeah.
listen, everyone's going through their own transitions.
Yeah.
But I know, all right, but the next phase now is peak. Do you get me?
Yeah.
And obviously in life, there's always the next stage, which is peak. Do you get what I'm trying to say? After uni, fam, working, that transition, peak. Do you get me? While you're working, progressing at work, peak. Getting married, peak. Kids, peak. Fam, it never stops. It keeps going, innit?
Yeah.
And I know that in all of these things, I cannot do it in my own strength. And I
Yeah,
need
man.
God, bro. I really do need him. Like, it's not on it will be nice to have God. No, I need him. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So just that, having that reliance on God, for me, those things, yeah, man, they proper help man stay focused.
And I was gonna say, I think for me as well, I think it's about being able to be introspective, like have that raw, honest critique of yourself, innit? Do you know what I mean? And obviously, like, that means you're taking stock at different points in time. And where I'm kind of goal driven, like oriented and all that kind of stuff, like I want to reach certain milestones, I want to reach certain places. Obviously, with Christianity, it's not always like that. But it's kind of like I need to take stock at certain points to be like, ah, cool. Like, if I say this is where I want to be, am I like behaving like I'm like there already? Because you know that's how you prepare for stuff. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And obviously being married and stuff, yeah, it's kind of like I need to have that with my partner as well. Do you get? And like we have very introspective conversations where it's like, right, like if we want to be here, like this is where we're operating at the moment. And it's kind of like, even when it came to like the podcast and being like, ah, cool. Even when I was getting the house that I live in now, I was like, God, I'm gonna like get me this house. I'm gonna give one of these rooms back to you, innit? And that's the room that we've been doing the podcast in. But you have to have like a partner that's on board with that. and not just on board but supportive as well. Like so, it's so
bro.
mad. Like
Bro, when she did bro, I can't remember. When we were in the room, bro, she did the whole banner in the room. And that was like a moment was, right. Like,
you know,
that
was my one is that, fam, we're actually in your crib every week.
Yeah.
We're actually in your crib every week. Like 2-3 times a week. I remember one time my mum, that's what that to be fam. Like, maybe
my mum said the exact same thing. My mum said the exact same thing.
Maybe you shouldn't be getting there too much.
Yeah.
Let them, kind of thing in it. But bro, the love is.
And do you know what it is as well? Like, it's so mad. Like, even going back to my missus, like, she's like, the way that I describe it is like Proverbs 31 woman. Like, and I'm not just doing it because virtuous woman and all that kind of stuff here. But fam, trust me, like the way that she's sick with all my brethren. Like, even in terms of provision, acts of service, the whole lot. Like, I needed that in terms of pushing me forward in my walk with God. You get what I'm trying to say? And even like, yeah, man, we just take stock regularly. And so we was like, like, what are we doing for God? Like, sort of thing. Yeah. We wanted to do like a Bible study in the house, like we used to do back in the day. Like, we want to do everything that we can, to make sure we're keeping these things at the forefront of our mind. And that only happened because we only realized that we weren't necessarily keeping all of the teachings that we have had in the past at the forefront of our mind because we had that introspective conversation about, listen, where are we? Like, where do we want to be? If we're saying that we want to have a relationship with God like this, do we hear from God daily? We don't. What needs to change? Do you get what I'm trying to say? So it's just having those sort of waypoints in the road sort of thing, innit? To be like, we need to pattern up.
Also, we used to do Bible study as well. Like, we done Bible study. We done Bible study like every week, solidly for like a year and a half.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? Like, and that,
helps,
bro, that part of my life, bro,
much.
was too helpful. So that's also just another practical something.
Nah, cool. Thanks, guys, man. Like, I really appreciate you guys coming down, man.
No,
Come on, man.
We're like, we need to do this again because there's
100%.
so much more we can talk about.
This is we're giving you the what do they call it? The light part.
The light pack.
I said the light pot. But we're giving you like the starter pack. Bro. There's definitely more that we'll get into.
Definitely to have another conversation, man. But yeah, before we head out, where can they find you guys?
Oh yeah, so Bible Babes Bants. That's the same on Instagram, Twitter. BibleBabesBants@gmail.com. Any dilemmas, questions, anything like that, hit us up.
Cool.
My socials are Mr. Dot. I do content now on it. So
I'm seeing you.
Me, I don't do content. Don't worry about that. Bible Babes and Bants. That's what you should be following.
You catch me in person, man.
I'm screaming, but I big up you guys, man. Honestly, thank you very, very much, man. Really, really appreciate you guys coming down, man. But yeah, back again, another episode. Don't Tell My Wife podcast. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all of those things. And yeah, man, we'll catch you guys next week.
Cool.
Peace out.